Hello, everyone. Okay. Raise your hand if you have ever read a life-changing article and then scrolled on to the next one. Hands up? Great. You guys are exactly the people I'm here to talk to today. You see, we're a species that treats knowledge like a hobby. Let me be blunt. We've all heard the phrase, knowledge is power. But what you guys haven't heard is applied knowledge is power. Because what's the point of having knowledge if it just sits in your brain rent-free? Part of actually having knowledge is applying it. Here's the thing. Doing is awkward, it's humiliating, and it's boring. Doing requires starting before you're inspired, continuing even after you're bored, and admitting that the first attempt is always ugly. Now, most of us can't comprehend that. So instead of doing, we do better things. For example, instead of showing up to the yoga class, we sit in our rooms and research the best yoga mat. Instead of actually showing up to the gym, we plan the best outfits that we're going to wear to the gym when we actually show up. Now, I'm not here today to shame you guys or myself. My talk is about why is this happening and how do we fix it. So first, let's get into why is this happening. Why do I set goals, but I never take steps towards achieving them? Let's face the blunt truths. Truth number 1, we mistake planning for progress. We plan and we plan and we plan. We rehearse and we picture the win, but we never actually show up because it makes us feel like we're already there. Truth number 2, we dream too big. We dream in bold strokes. Write a novel, run a marathon, launch a business. Those goals are ambitious, I agree, but they are too big to achieve in the first step. What you guys have to do is make them concise, make them simple. Because the simpler they are, the easier they are to achieve. Now, I've told you why is this happening, but how do we fix it? Fix number 1, always start small. Shrink your start to 1 minute. So, let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Instead of writing, I want to run a marathon, change that to, I want to jog for 60 seconds only. Now I know, it sounds silly. It's supposed to be, that's the point. I know, small is embarrassing because you feel like you're capable of doing more, and yes, you are. But small is doable. Small scales. When you do the small action, they grow like a tower, and that tower helps you reach the main goal. Now, here's my confession. I set a goal this summer vacation to journal, to write down my feelings in a notebook. Simple, right? I spent 3 months crafting the perfect journal, making it look in a certain aesthetic, designing each and every page. But by the end of the 3rd month, it was empty. I did not end up writing anything. And that's when it struck me. And I forced myself to write 1 sentence per day. 1 sentence felt pathetic. But it's that 1 sentence that turned into a paragraph, and that paragraph turned into a chapter, and all those chapters combined, my notebook was full. I had finally journaled. The perfect page did not power my pen. That 1 pathetic little sentence, it did. Now, let's do a live experiment. You don't have to say this out loud, just think it in your mind. Think of one task you've been avoiding, whether it be an assignment, a personal project, whatever it is. Now take that project and shrink its start to 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds. Whether you want to call someone, whether you want to run a marathon, write a novel, launch a business, shrink its start to 60 seconds. Because then, you become someone who has not only read the instruction manual, but has actually followed through. Those 60 seconds, you're going to follow through because they are so small that even your excuses feel guilty. Now, one last note about shame. Shame loves to live in the gap between knowing and doing. In fact, it lives there rent-free. So what do? You treat shame as an uninvited relative. You close the door on its face and you tell it to leave, and you continue doing your 60 seconds because that's what matters. And as they say, one step at a time, right? Thank you.